Hello everybody and welcome to TradeStation's Market Review. My name's Simon Clarke from Trade with Precision, and today we'll be discussing some of the key markets of interest right now. Now the first market I want to take a look at here is the mini Dow. If we take a look at this and review what we discussed last week where the trend here on the weekly chart was in no clear trend, but the weekly was looking bullish. So I was looking for more intraday trading opportunities on the mini Dow because we didn't have sort of trend agreement on the daily and the weekly, and unfortunately there's not really been an awful lot changed here since. Although what we have seen is that the market's retesting some of these historical market structure levels that we've identified before. So on the weekly charts, things are still looking rather bullish. We've got nice bullish price action, we've got nice convergence on the indicators, potentially not a lot in the way for the market to retest that 18,000 level. However, daily chart is in a downtrend here, so if we come down to the 4-hour chart and take a look here, we can see, if I just zoom out of this, we can see that we've got 17,400, which has been a key level in this market on the intraday time frame. So the market's sort of tested it a number of times. So I think the line in the sand at the moment for the mini Dow is 17,400. If this level gets broken, then we've got sort of 17,200, and I'll be looking for trading opportunities intraday in between these two levels. Obviously any one of these levels could prove support, and we could start to look for a turnaround in trend. If we do get a turnaround in trend to the long side, then of course we've got the weekly chart there looking rather bullish towards that 18,000 level. Now when we start to look at the US index markets, I always like to compare the three of them. So the mini Dow and the mini S&Ps still looking rather similar, very highly correlated. The one that's looking a little bit different at the moment though, of course, is the Nasdaq. So taking a look at the Nasdaq future here, we can see that on the weekly chart the market's looking a lot more bearish than the mini Dow. Here on the weekly, the market's put in a lower high on the weekly chart. Haven't got a lower low yet, but you know, we've got potentially quite a long move down here towards making a lower low. So coming across to the daily chart here, we can see the lower high here. We can see that we've had various structure levels that the market's breached, and the question is there anything else here that we can see? And looking here, I think that we've got a sideways consolidation just above 4,300. So if we come and take a look at this on the 4-hour chart, we can see, if I just zoom out of this slightly, we can see that 4,300 has acted as previous resistance and previous support many times on this market. So in the context of the downtrend, I think if 4,300 gets broken, then I'll certainly be looking for intraday trading opportunities to trade this market short. Now if we come and take a look at crude oil really seems to be a market mover at the moment, and it's certainly very bullish. Last week we looked at these levels of 43 and 44. We're looking for those levels to be either support and to see how the market reacted on them. In actual fact, 44 proved itself. The market tested 44, bounced off it, and now we've got some very bullish price action after that. So lovely optimal chart structure on these higher time frames long. So the question is really, where could the market go? Where is the next support and resistance levels that we can see? And I think sort of up here towards the here on the daily chart, up here towards the 53 level is probably the area where we can next see previous support and resistance. So that's quite a long distance from where price is at the moment. So nice trend here on the daily chart at this moment in time, bit overextended, so a bit of a pullback into the averages would be quite nice before looking for trend flow trading opportunities, getting positioned back into the averages and trading the market long. Now the last one I want to take a look at today is gold, and if we come and take a look at gold here on the higher time frames, again on the daily chart, we've got an uptrend, but it's not the cleanest flowing of uptrends. So we've got big upward move, we've had a bit of a sideways consolidation. Market's certainly sort of finding some sort of resistance around here at 1260, which has now been proving itself as support over the past few days. So we're sitting here at the moment on top of support, just in the context of an uptrend on the daily chart. So if we come and take a look at the weekly chart and just start to see what the context is of the higher time frame, we can see that we've got a sort of a level through here around sort of 13,000, where the market, or sorry, 1.300 I should say, where the market has found resistance, it's found support, a support, resistance again a number of times. So there is a sort of a level of potential resistance just above price action, but we're a little bit away from that just at the moment. So coming down the time frames, if we come and take a look at this on the daily and just sort of zoom out, again we can see we're right on top of this sort of 1260 level at the moment, but because we've got that sideways movement, I want to take a look at this on the 4-hour chart. So coming down to the 4-hour chart, we can, let me get my level, we've got a sort of a level here. Here's 1260, where we can see that the market sort of tested, not sort of particularly precisely, but it's certainly a zone where the market sort of found support before. And I think sort of more recently, just up here underneath current price action at the moment, we can also see that 1270 has also been acting as support more recently. So it's also acted as a bit of resistance in the past. So not quite as strong as 1260, but it's obviously key there at the moment. So I think we've got a couple of levels here, a couple of lines in the sand on gold of potential support. If the market sort of holds here, then we could be looking for continuation moves up here towards 1.300 and then beyond. But at this moment in time, I'm looking for these areas to find support. If they fail, well, then we could be looking for a much deeper move down, possibly down here towards the sort of 1230 area, back down here to the sort of old levels of support in the past. So that's what I'm looking for here on gold over the next week. Now we've got some webinar events coming up over the next couple of weeks. Let me just take you to them and show you where you can sign up for these. If you come to the TradeStation International website, come to the webinars tab over here, you can then find the schedule here of the webinar events. So the next one that we're running here is on May the 25th, so that's next week. It's predictive technical analysis techniques. So in this event, it's a 1-hour webinar. We're going to be looking at how we use some traditional technical analysis techniques in an unconventional way to be able to help us to read potential price moves. So this helps us to use indicators as a leading indicator to help us make decisions ahead of time rather than the conventional way they were used, which tend to be rather lagging and confirm what's already happened in price. So if you'd like to join us on this event, it's completely free of charge. All you need to do is to navigate to this web page. You can fill in your details here and then you'll be sent a link to join the session as soon as it starts. Okay, hope you found it useful. Certainly look forward to speaking to you next time, and bye for now.